Shalom, bună ziua, and hello. Welcome to this episode of the Sprachenzentrum's Minding Your Language series. Today, we're returning to the COCA to revisit Corpora and take a look in a little more detail at what they can do. If you haven't checked out our video on the basics, feel free to do so. Last time, we saw how a corpus can give us information on the frequency of a word, tell us what domains it's most often used in, and provide lots of real-world examples of the word in action. But what if we want to take things a little further, perhaps to get a better sense of how a word is used, how it's pronounced, what topics it pops up in, and what other words get used with it, for example? The corpus has us covered here as well. Just like last time, we'll bring up the page with information on the word start. Now, it's unlikely, but let's say we aren't sure how to pronounce the word. We have a couple of links we can click to figure it out. Youglish, Playphrase, and Yarn. All of these are good tools and are pretty similar, so we'll just look at one to get a sense of how they work. Youglish. Clicking on Youglish takes us to a link outside of the corpus, one that lets us hear the word in question in hundreds, if not thousands, of different YouTube videos. Simply watch and listen to as many as you'd like.
Room had introduced themselves by name at the start of the day.
I say, oh no. In fact, what you have to start calculating.
Playphrase is similar, but uses movies and TV shows. Yarn does the same. So, now that we're confidently pronouncing the word, what about getting an idea of what words often occur next to and around the word in question? To do this, we'll need to click on Collocates to the right of the definitions.
Quick reminder.
Collocates are words that form collocations, which are simply pairs or small groups of words that are often used together and that sound natural together. Okay, back to the corpus. On the Collocates page, we see common words that collocate with our word, start. The COCA considers the words collocates if they frequently occur within 4 words to the left or the right of our word. They've also helpfully categorized the collocates by part of speech: noun, adjective, verb, and adverb. Let's take a closer look at the word cry. The number 2 cells to the left tells us that the word cry, the most frequent verb collocate with start, appeared within 4 words of start 2,377 times in the corpus. But what if we want to know if cry usually comes before or after start? There's a nifty little system for that. The darker the boxes to the left and right of cry are shaded, the more frequently the word start appears on that side of the word. In this case, the box to the left is shaded pretty darkly. This means the word start most often comes before cry. Whew, that's a lot of info. Let's hop back to the main page for our word. Collocates are extremely important, but they unfortunately don't help us much when it comes to knowing what topics the word is often used to discuss. To find out more about this, we'll have to click on, you guessed it, Topics. What we now see is a list of words, along with their parts of speech in the column POS. Unlike the Collocates page, this list gives us a feeling for words that appear in the same text, but not necessarily next to each other. This can give us a good idea of what topics are talked about on a text-wide basis when people use the word start. Each word on the list showed up at least twice in the same text as the word start. For example, the word season occurred at least 2 times in the same text as the word start on 17 occasions. You may be asking yourself why common words like the or with aren't showing up on the list. Don't worry about that though. Some fancy math is going on behind the scenes to make sure only relevant words show up, so that we can get a truly accurate idea of what types of texts our word appears in. Okay, let's let that sink in a bit. And while we do, let's recap. Today, we've seen that Corpora can also give us examples of how to pronounce the words we're learning. We can find common collocates to go along with our word. And it's possible to get a good idea of what topics a particular word is used to discuss. Alright, that does it for today. Thanks for watching. And if you found this video helpful, make sure to check out some of the other English language learning videos in the Minding Your Language series linked below. Eya shalom, kedata vitoare. See you next time!